This car is unbelievably loud, but at the same time, I'm really enjoying the exhaust tone. Just the raw 4.6 noise. Man, dude, it is loud. The drone can get kind of crazy, but at the same time, I really enjoy the way this car is sounding right now. Let me know down in the comment section what y'all think, and if you guys are enjoying the content of the channel, y'all know what to do, man. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those post notifications. I've been in Texas for officially a year now, and I kind of want to make a video just pretty much going over, you know, everything that I've learned. Man, like talking, doing these like POV vlogs is a little bit harder now because of how loud this thing is. Gotta put it in quiet mode, but I want to make this video just to talk about everything that I've learned and just how different the car scene is up north compared to down south, specifically the Chicago car scene, because there's actually because there's actually like a huge, and I mean a huge difference. Woo! Oh my gosh. And everything, man, dude. Smile like a kid on Christmas Day, man. All right, hope you guys enjoyed the POV drive. Whenever we can go ahead and get a POV drive in the video, we gonna do it. Now I want to go ahead and talk about everything that I've learned, my experiences after moving from Chicago, Illinois to Houston, Texas, man, because the car scene up there is very different from the car scene down here. And honestly, I'm really enjoying the Houston car scene. I had a feeling that I was gonna enjoy it. I had a feeling that I was gonna go ahead and blend right in. Well, technically stand right out, but overall, it's been a great year, and I'm really excited to see exactly what's gonna be happening this upcoming year, because we all know a lot of things will be happening to the 2-valve, and another build is gonna be on the channel soon enough, mark my words. But like I said, man, let's go ahead and start talking about everything that I've learned, and honestly just comparing the two different communities, honestly. Now, I know everybody wants me to go ahead and get this out the way. What state has faster cars, Texas or Illinois? And to everybody's surprise, it's Texas. Now, when I moved down here, oh man, I learned the hard way how slow I actually was. Now, obviously, I made some changes to the car, and it moves out pretty good now. It outruns cars that it should not run, and I'd say it's on the quicker end of a stock bottom end 2-valve. And I'm really happy with it. But when I first got down here, oh my God, I was getting gapped. I was getting straight embarrassed, honestly, pulling up in a 4.6 2-valve, because everybody knows that the 2-valves really aren't, you know, they aren't up to speed with the modern day cars. Let's just be honest. So when somebody pulls up with one, you don't really expect anything out of it. And that's literally what was happening when I first got down here. Now it's the other way around. The car actually, you know, it fights. It fights out of its weight class, and I'm really happy. Now, the funny thing is, when I first moved down here to Houston, Texas area, the car was tuned by a shop up in Illinois. Now, just off of a retune from a shop down here in Houston, Texas, CU Indian Racing, what a world of difference. The car picked up mile per hour, the car picked up horsepower, it picked up torque. Overall, was running a hell of a lot better. Now, I went ahead and done some other modifications to the car, you know, after being down here, and it's putting up a pretty goddamn good fight, if I say so myself. If you guys have seen the videos, if you guys are checking out this video, first one on my channel, I have plenty of races. Compare the races from when this car was, when I first got it down here to now. It is a world, and I mean a world of difference. Now, I'm gonna put this out here because this is gonna be very important, and I feel like a lot of people that have moved from up north to down south can go ahead and agree with me on this. I feel like shops, specifically performance shops, late model cars, my car is old, it's like 20 years old, and even newer cars now, I feel like the shops down here take more pride in their work than the ones that they do up north. Because from somebody who religiously builds older cars, or in this case, cars that people really wouldn't consider worth building, because I also have a built motor turbo FRS, and now I have a boosted 2 valve with a built motor that's already assembled, that was assembled down here, ready to go in. I feel like the shops put a lot more pride in their work, because when I was up north, specifically building my FRS, it's an FRS, right? People don't really want to go ahead and put time and effort into an FRS. They usually just slam them, stance cars, that's it, and then move on to something else. I want to go ahead and do something different, and I want to go ahead and, you know, put a built motor in it, turbo it, you know, do something that people don't really do, because overall the car is light, and theoretically you don't need a lot of horsepower to get those cars moving. Now, up north, the shops that I've worked with, I mean, or not really worked with, the shops that I went to, I feel like they didn't really care about the car. They didn't really do that much of work, especially if it was for a big job, especially like tuning wise. I feel like I could have got a lot more out of the car, and I'm really curious to see how that car is gonna perform once I actually get that car down here with a Texas tune. I'm gonna say Texas tune. I'm curious to see how it performs. Now again, with the 2 valve, I already went through that. The shop that worked on it up north, terrible. Down here, world of difference. So I do feel like the shops down here just take more pride, and that's probably because, you know, racing down here is 24/7. People make a living off of racing down here, so it's in the shop's best interest to make sure that whatever car they're working on, especially if the customer, in my case myself, says that, hey, I go ahead and run this car, you know, I need the sauce. So I feel like they hook it up a little bit differently down here, and that's, you know, all for the better in my personal opinion. Not to sound cocky, but if I took this car up north, I can guarantee you it would destroy a lot of shit that it definitely would not, you know, be able to destroy with the tune that was on it previously. Now, as far as the individual car enthusiast down here, I mean, coming from somebody who's moved down here, it's only been here for a year, everybody says they stock, man. Everybody says that they're Houston stock. Everybody is secretive on mods. I mean, I get it. Nobody really wants to go ahead and reveal everything they got done. Personally, I don't really give a shit about telling people what I have done, just because, I'm be honest, not that many people build 2 valves, not that many people build FRSs, so I don't really have any competition to be secretive from. So I don't really care. I'll disclose the mods that I have done. But everybody else out here, especially a lot of the 10-speed guys, it's like, oh, I'm stock, I'm intake, I'm tune only, when damn near, you know, they're full bolted on, you know, gutted on dumps, whatnot. So that's something that I learned pretty quick, because up north, I would just go ahead, when I was racing this car and also the Subaru, I'd, you know, disclose everything that I have done. And I also would ask the, you know, the owner, whoever I raced or who were setting something up, what they had done. And I will say this, a lot more people up north, they do disclose the shit they got done. Some people lie, obviously, grunge races, but down here, it's gotten to the point where I legitimately don't even ask people what they have done. and I don't even tell people what the fuck I have done to my car no more. Like, if they're a genuine person and I feel like they're actually interested, I'll tell them what they got done. But if it's somebody that I know, where I can feel is just gonna go ahead and just let people know, hey, this 2-valve has this, and this done. He's planning on doing this, and this. I ain't gonna say what the fuck I got done. All I wanna say is it's got a Procharger, which technically it don't, and it's just got full exhaust. Take that up for interpretation. So that's kind of the stuff that I've learned down here. You kind of gotta fight fire with fire, but at the end of the day, it's all love. People do got your back down here as far as, you know, mods work and recommendations for who to take your car to. I will say that people do definitely have your back on that, because when it comes down to, you know, Texas 2K time, and, you know, a lot of out-of-towners come out here, that Houston family is strong. So people definitely, you know, down here want, you know, the hometown cars to performing the best. So I do appreciate that, and that's something that I've, you know, picked up on down here as well. But overall, just the scene and just the overall vibe is way, way more competitive, and I like it, man. I like it. It's just part of the game, and something that I've, you know, learned to adapt to and learn to appreciate, because that's the only way you can get faster, especially if you're building a car like mine, or something that people don't really race a lot, or people don't really have the data on. You're gonna have to go out and do the dirty work, test it, get gapped, go gap some people, and then just fine tune the setup. I went ahead and fucked with this setup so many times since I've been down here to get to the point where it is now. I'm about to mess with it some more, so it's just a never-ending process, I guess. And to finally add to my experiences after being down here in Houston for about a year, everybody for the most part, at least the fellas that I've talked to, because I've went to quite a few meets down here, everybody is like on the performance kind of page. Everybody is just all about performance, which, you know, I'm all for, man. I mean, I keep my cars like pretty much fucking stock, and I just jump right into the engine. Like for both of my cars, like literally I barely modify the exterior. I barely do like, you know, aesthetic mods. I'm more of like a performance-oriented person, and then I'll do like aesthetic after I get the car running how I want it to run. That's like the last thing I go ahead and do. So I guess I fit right in for that aspect, which, you know, is cool. But overall, I do enjoy Houston. I do enjoy, you know, the Texas car scene. Honestly, a little bit more than up north. It's just, it fits my speed and more competitive, and just overall, it's just a more fun time. And it's 24/7. You don't gotta put your car away, you know, at the winter time. This time that I'm making this video right now, it's, you know, fucking snowing, or, you know, 20 degrees. So I'm really happy that I made the move. But if you guys enjoyed the video, so I want to kind of go ahead and do like a 1-year review, make sure you guys drop a like in the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn those post notifications, man. Got a lot more mods coming in the car. Well, not a lot, but I actually got something pretty decent coming for the car. Actually, technically I already have, but something that's gonna be going on the car very soon, and it should definitely go ahead and kick it up a notch. So yeah, catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.